Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wellness Challenge, to our Lunch and Learn today. My name is Val Chufu with the City of Swift Current, and welcome to any new or returning Wellness Challenge participants. We are excited to have you with us. For any team captains, I just want you to know that this is being recorded and that I will send you the link, hopefully later today, that you can send it to your teams. So if they don't get a chance to watch it today at noon, they will be able to get a chance to watch it later this weekend or over the next few days. So it will be sent out to you later, and we are looking forward to today's Lunch and Learn and the next 3 weeks. Also, there will be a prize draw at the very end of today's Lunch and Learn session. So don't sneak off. See if your team is the lucky winner today. And also at this time, I would like to introduce two young ladies from the town of Shaunavon. We are super excited. This is our very first time ever of having Swift Current's Wellness Challenge be taken outside of the city of Swift Current. And the town of Shaunavon were willing to accept our challenge and join us. So I will let you guys introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm the Director of Wellness and Leisure for the town of Shaunavon.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the Communications Officer.
We just wanted to first off thank Val and the City of Swift Current for allowing Shaunavon to join them this year and inviting us on for the challenge. When we first talked about it, I thought it was a super awesome event to host, and Val's been phenomenal, has made it super easy transition for us, so we really appreciate that. And yeah, the uptake in Shaunavon has been great. Currently we have about 10 teams and about 100 participants, so that was super exciting to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we are super excited to have you a part of this too. It makes it fun, a healthy rivalry between our two southwestern communities. So congratulations for your first year of getting that many participants. I'm sure you will only grow as the years progress and you continue. So thank you for being a part of that. And for us here in the city of Swift Current, as of right now, we have 20 teams and 170 participants. So thank you everybody for joining the challenge. And we look forward to having fun over the next 4 weeks. All right, well, today's Lunch and Learn was an idea I had. I often reach out to the community to find experts or people to speak on different topics during Lunch and Learn. And I thought, you know what, sometimes it's nice just to hear from all regular community members and what wellness means to them. So luckily, I have 4 guests who have joined us today, and they are going to take a few minutes to talk about what wellness means to them, what are the challenges, successes, how does it work in their life, or maybe throughout different stages of their life. So we have 4 different individuals, and we're going to start with Arnie. I will let you take over, and you can maybe introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself and what wellness means to you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll start over. So again, I was just going to start out by thanking Val Chufu for inviting me to be a presenter today. And I also want to take this opportunity to, I guess, warn all of you that I am not a public speaker. Probably not one of my better skill sets, but I'll do my best. So I just ask you to bear with me. Some areas that were suggested that I might want to talk about were nutrition, physical activity, sleep, drinking water, and mental wellness. I'm going to talk a little bit about activity and water consumption, but I'll maybe leave the other areas for the other presenters to talk about. So my name is Arnie Guest. I'm 63 years old, and I've been living in Swift Current for the past 2 years or so. I was previously a resident of the city from 1994 until 2005, then moved to Manitoba for about 15 years and decided to come back to good old Swift Current. I retired in 2020 after working in the credit union system for about 25 years. The reason that I mentioned that is because of the fact that I had a desk job for all those years, it led to one of my biggest wellness challenges, which is inactivity. Realizing that a lack of physical activity was a problem caused me to start looking for more ways to become more active. Because I've always enjoyed team sports more than things like jogging, which is more of an individual effort, I've been playing pickleball for the past 1.5 to 2 years. So for me, that's been a great way to not only meet people, but at the same time get some exercise and have some fun. We play outdoors in the summertime, and in the winter we move indoors and play either at the Clifton Center, Fairview School, or the Stockade. Our summer games are held at both Riverside Park and at courts in the Northwest. In terms of some of the wellness challenges that I struggle with, the two biggest ones are not getting enough exercise or physical activity, and number two, not drinking enough water on a daily basis. In the information that Val sent out, it was suggested that you engage in about 150 minutes, which is 2.5 hours of physical activity per week, and drink 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. So for me, as long as I'm playing pickleball 2 to 3 times per week, that likely meets that requirement. And in terms of water consumption, what I do is I purchase packages of 500 milliliter bottled water regularly and try to just incorporate that, drinking 1 or 2 of those a day, if not more. So I guess in closing, that wraps it up for me. So I wish all of you well in the current wellness challenge. Thanks again, Val, and good luck to everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Arnie, for sharing that with us today. We appreciate it. And yes, I see Arnie out at pickleball all the time, and it looks like you're having a blast along with many people. Pickleball has taken over the world. So it's fantastic. So thank you for sharing that. And I like how you focused on two. Sometimes, you know what, we try to focus on so much, it gets overwhelming. So sometimes setting a couple goals is great. Also, I want to mention to everybody that if you do have questions for any of these individuals, we're going to have the questions at the very end. So maybe jot them down if you need to, or if you have questions, you can put it in the chat and we will try to look at those too. So thank you very much, Arnie. I'm going to pass it over now to Sylvia. If you would like to come on the screen and tell us a little bit about what wellness means to you.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay. Not sure how to get on the big screen here. So can you guys see me and hear me? Like, yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure because how technology works. My name is Sylvia Thorburn, and I'm kind of semi-retired, and I do eldership mentorship in the Indigenous mentorship programs in Swift Current through the school divisions. And I also am on the TRC, the Truth and Reconciliation Committee in Swift Current. I work for the college, and when Val contacted me with this, I was not quite sure how I was going to approach it. One of the things that I really have to say is that I think when I was 55, I had a physical sickness, and I really wasn't sure how I was going to approach it. So, like, it took a toll out of my body. So one of the things I started doing was walking at the outdoor track at the Swift Current Comp High School. And I started out with 6 laps, and I started walking every day, and oh my goodness, what a difference it made in my health. Like, the sunshine and the activity and drinking lots of water, changing my diet really became a part of my everyday life. And it turned my physical health 30 degrees, like it just was such a wonderful experience that I just kept at it. And one of the things I want to kind of touch on is that some of the challenges I faced at that time were probably mental health issues because I was struggling with different issues. And one of the things I did and have always done is I have always taken seriously to take counseling or therapy of some kind, because I think at some point that we need to let our families and our friends and spouses are off the hook and let the professionals help deal with our challenges. And I found it to be very successful. I found it to be very therapeutic to go outside my normal resources and just concentrate on professional help. And a lot of it had to do with physical health and how I was going to maintain my physical health. And because of aging, I had to really start thinking about my future, how I'm going to do this. And I did have a lot of successes in it. I have to say that my mental health attitude and behavior gradually changed as my body started to change. And I was really quite surprised how fast my body changed with just doing one or two things. It's like Arnie said, just one or two things and concentrate on that. And nutritional health. And I really think that part of the things that has helped me recently with improvement is I have this theory that I used to work in support work. It's called a pie theory. And you make a circle on a piece of paper and you portion it out in different areas and say, this first pie is what I'm challenged the most. The second pie is the next big challenge. And so you got kind of go around and you have a mental health view of where you're at physically, psychologically, and mentally. So it kind of keeps you on track. Oh, this is the issues that I'm dealing with. And I used to do that with the people that I had worked with clients in Salvation Army, and it worked really good. It kept you on track. So that was part of the successes of moving from physical health, mental well-being, keeping track of where you're at physically and mentally. And because of some of the stuff that I have gone through over the years, I've always had to maintain a mental health wellness. And a big portion of it is physical well-being and exercise. I like being outdoors. Because it's cold outside, I go to the iPlex and I walk around. You know, you just have to pay $2 to go and walk around there. And a lot of things are affordable. You don't have to go to a gym. Like fresh air is remarkably wellness for your body because you need that to heal your body. So I really think that in order for me to kind of keep on top of the challenges and some of the things that I need to maintain with wellness is I constantly have to make that pie and look at it and assess where I'm at in my physical well-being, in my work and everything. That's our dog. Sorry, he's playing with my husband. But I really have to pick and choose. Okay, you got to pick and choose what you're gonna concentrate on and kind of make like this is priority, second priority, third priority, and you kind of mentally keep that in your list because those are the things that promote wellness, because you really want to self-talk all the time and think about how do I bring this into my everyday life. And I do a lot of talking with Indigenous people about smudging and praying because that's what people are asking for right now. And that part of my wellness is helping other people, to help people with their mental health. And I really think all of those combined, and you look at your pie and you think, these are the things I got to work on. These are the things and you have to look at the successes too. You really have to look at the successes too. You can't just look at okay, this is not good. You have to look at the successes that you're making along the way and hang on to those. Those are your apples. You know, like it's a big challenge out there nowadays to keep yourself well and healthy. And, you know, I think basically those are my tools. That's how I keep myself healthy. And I want to live a long time. And I want to do what I can to promote wellness and healing and try and stay away from things that will make your body sick. So it's a challenge not to eat a bag of chips. So but as far as wellness is concerned, it's an everyday thing. You make that choice every day if you're going to participate in your well-being. So that's how I have challenged myself for the past 15, 20 years. And it's worked really well. I gained a lot of weight in COVID, so I had to walk twice as much at the track. So it was,
Well,
and yeah,
good.
that's where I'm at. And that's what I like to promote. I like to promote wellness, and I don't like seeing people sick. And if you can do something to help yourself get unsick, do whatever it takes. That's all I got.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for sharing and for sharing your path. I love that pie theory. I've seen something very similar to that before, where we assess our lives. And I also love what you said about physical activity. You can really help our mental health too. So thank you, Sylvia, for sharing. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So we're moving on to McKenzie. If you would like to unmute and you can share with us what wellness means to you.
Hi, everybody. Like Val said, my name's McKenzie. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Swift Current. I'm currently in school right now for hospitality and tourism management in Calgary. I was really excited actually that Val had asked me to speak today just because it allowed me to reflect on my wellness journey and what wellness means to me. So wellness to me is a concept that has evolved and taken on various meanings throughout my life. I believe there's no universal definition, and it can vary from one person to the next. Currently, my perspective on wellness centers around feeling confident, happy, and healthy. Wellness is a dynamic and individualized experience that can't be confined to a single one size fits all definition, and I really do believe that. Growing up, I was a multi-sport athlete. I viewed wellness quite often. I viewed it around staying in good physical shape, maintaining a busy and active lifestyle. Back then, the idea of wellness to me was directly linked to the demands of being an athlete. However, as I've grown up and kind of experienced a little bit more things, my understanding of wellness has evolved into a much broader spectrum than just the physical aspect. I'm not going to come on here today and share with all of you that I'm this poster child of wellness. And I want to share with you that it's okay to have a journey kind of like mine where it's been far from a linear success story. One of my biggest things that I never realized when I was growing up was the significance of my mental well-being in terms of the broader concept of overall wellness. I've faced various ups and downs in terms of this, and I've learned that when my mental state isn't in a good place, other aspects of my wellness journey will suffer. So I realize now that wellness is not just about physical health, it's about having a positive mindset, engaging in activities that bring me joy, and tuning into really what my body tells me and what it needs. I've come to realize when I prioritize these aspects, the other components like regular exercise, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, and adequate sleep, they come a little bit easier when I do this. So as you begin your own personal wellness journey, my advice to you would probably be to not hold yourself in the standards of others. Everybody's journey looks a little bit different. And personally, I used to think running was necessary to be in good shape. And all my friends did it. Everybody does it. But I didn't really enjoy it. When I found activities that I really enjoyed, like yoga, which has really changed my life, I became a lot more accountable and actually looked forward to working out. So my piece of advice to you would be find what makes you happy. Don't compromise in the eyes of others, and prioritize things that are important to you, and don't compare yourself to other wellness journeys. So thank you again for having me, Val, and I hope you guys gained a little bit of insight from my little presentation there. But if not, I was really happy to share a little bit about my wellness journey with all of you. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, McKenzie. Words of wisdom, you've got lots there. So thank you. I really appreciate what you had to share with us. And it does change during our life of what wellness means to us. And it will continue for all of us to change too. So thank you for sharing. We're now going to move on. We have Jency, who is going to share what wellness means to her. So Jency, if you can come on, we would love that.
Hi, my name is Jency. I'm working as a CCA at the Meadows, and I work at the Welcome Center also as a hippie mom, home visitor. I'm 5 years. I'm here for 5 years in the Canada, and before I was in India. I born and brought up there. And today's topic is how the wellness mean to me. It varies from person to person. To me, its wellness means being free from illness. And I'm mom of two. My elder one is 8-year-old and younger one is just turned 3. So I'm busy. I'm having more physical activities being mom. So I don't have much activities during the winter, but I do have activities in the summertime. We go for a walking, going for a picnic, and some parking. And for me, the wellness means connected 4 factors: social, spiritual, mental, and physical. And these 4 factors, I felt that works in hand in hand. The spiritual wellness, I always spend every day. I try to spend 30 to 1 hour to pray and to calm myself. That helped me. And then I try to go every Sunday to the church, that which gives me some sort of relief. So that's one important part for my wellness, the spiritual activity. And then mental is very, now you can see from my face that I'm stressed, so that it reflects on my face, the mental, if I am stressed. So it affects both the mental. If I am stressed, it affects my physical also. So I cannot do it much. So I usually take a deep breath and try to calm myself. Then I try. Then unfortunately, here during the winter, we don't have any option for the physical activities. So we do some walking around the house or playing with the children. But back home, we don't have the winter. We have the raining season, monsoon. So we have some walking around the houses. So we do have a lot of activities. About the social, the relationship, I'm not a person to mingle with everybody. I'm so picky too. So once I am comfortable with the people, so I like to maintain the relationship that the way I can. Once it affect the relationship, I just cut from there. So it will not affect my mental status. So yeah, that's the 4 way I usually keep my wellness: spiritual, mental, physical, and social. And social activities, I go visit my friend's house and we have gathering, we share our happiness, sadness, everything. Yeah, that's the 4 factors for my wellness. Thank you all for giving me a chance to share.
Thank you so very much for sharing and some great insights and what that looks like. And it does look a little different when you're a mom with 2 young kids, right?
Yeah.
You're physically active, running after them, but maybe there's not as much time for yourself too. So thank you to all 4 of you today for coming on and sharing. And it's real. We all can relate to things that you said today, and we thank you for that. And it is an ongoing challenge, and we will find different times in our lives where it's different. And that's what we're doing here with this wellness challenge, is just trying to encourage and motivate, support each other, and to focus on, I liked, I think it was Sylvia that had said, and celebrate whatever that is in this small celebration. Sometimes we compare ourselves and have too high of expectations, like McKenzie had mentioned, and just really bringing it down to what works for us, what makes us happy. And our body will let us know, like Jency said, when we're stressed, it shows out on the physical too. So thank you again to all 4 of you for sharing your testimonials today. And again, a reminder that this is being recorded. I will send it out hopefully later today. If you don't get it later today, I promise I can get it out to you by tomorrow. There will be a link and an email that will be sent to all participants. So if any of your members were not able to listen today, they can then listen this weekend or early next week, and you get your bonus points for your Lunch and Learn. Now it is time, I guess, any questions? We're getting really close. We're at 12:43. We still have prizes, but I did say I'd give you an opportunity for questions. Is there anybody right now that has a quick question? Well, you know what? Sometimes my questions come later too. So if you ever do have questions, you can email your team captains and send them out to me. I will do my best to answer, or I can reach back to these 4 individuals if it was something specific to them, their testimonials or their sharing today. So just a little heads up, you should have received this, but next week, it's always at Thursday, 12:15. There will be, I'll send a new link for next week's Zoom meeting. And next week is on mindfulness. The following week is nutrition, and the last week is on physical activity. So unless there's anything else, Dana or Anna, that you know, I think we're ready maybe for a drum roll, are we? Okay, well, guess what? I'm going to do mine first because mine's a little bit looking boring compared to they have this fancy wheel of fortune to do. So mine is, I have 20 teams. You are numbered from 1 to 20. Can I ask, McKenzie, you happen to be in my top left corner. Do you want to unmute? And could you pick a number, and I'll tell you what the prize is going to be for. Week 1 here is from Karma Yoga Studio. It's for a 10-class pass. Thank you so very much, Karma Yoga, for donating this 10-class pass. McKenzie, could you pick a number between 1 and 20, please?
I'll go 19.
Number 19. All right, that is, congratulations go out to D Shift Degens. This is a group of friends. Aaron Stewart is the team captain. They have a team of 5. So I will be letting Aaron know that they are the lucky winners, and they will decide how they want to hand that 10-class pass out, whether they do a draw or the person with the highest points, totally up to them. Thank you, McKenzie, for number 19. Number 19 will now be taken out. They cannot win next week. All right, sharing your screen, Town of Shaunavon. Let's see who wins for you today.
Okay, perfect. So our prize is thanks to sponsors Good Habit Fitness, and it's a 1-month membership to their gym. So I'll just share the screen and we'll do the little spin the wheel. Okay, here we go. Can everyone see that? Okay, we're gonna spin it.
I love it.
Oh no, not us. Oh, the Aquabelle Plus. Chandra Anderson is the team captain, and so yeah, we will let them know and they can pick who gets this gift card or how they'll share it. So awesome. We'll take that.
That is so cool. Okay, maybe you'll have to teach me that. I don't know if I'll have it ready for next week, but I that's pretty darn cool. So, all right, well, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you everyone who showed up today and those who didn't. We hope you enjoy this short lunch and learn. Thanks again to the 4 testimonials for sharing today. And thank you, Dana and Anna from the Town of Shaunavon. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a fantastic week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Val.
Well.